Welcome to the Supreme Black Podcast, man. Just to jump right into it, it really had blew my mind to actually realize that in November there will still be 5 states that are actually voting on slavery. The voters in Alabama, Louisiana, Oregon, Tennessee, and Vermont will decide on the state constitutional amendments prohibiting slavery and involuntary servitude, in some cases, except for work by incarcerated people. So basically, what this shows is that slavery is still alive and well. When you think about Alabama, you think about Louisiana, you think about Tennessee, Vermont, Oregon, these places have huge penitentiaries where they are still getting free labor out of people. So slavery is still alive and well, and it is 2022. So this is actually the 13th Amendment that was abolished or ratified in 1865 that had took out such things that should be able to happen. But what had happened is there was an exception clause that was put in. There was a loophole in the 19th century in the South known as the Black Codes that allowed authorities to incarcerate black people for petty crimes such as like little small thefts, shits of that nature, right? So basically, this was something that was like the Jim Crow laws, like the Civil Rights Act of 1964. They had to, get those type of things abolished. But it was crazy because I was sitting there thinking, I was talking to a few people that are really into politics and look at the laws, and I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. It's because, you talk to people that are just locked up in on the penal farm, the penitentiary, and they tell you about the labor and shit that they doing, man, it's unfortunate, but in reality, is that's how it's always been set up. So when you think about these 5 states that are still going to be voting on it in November, man, think about all the damn free labor that they've gotten over the years. Look how still in 2022 there is slavery. And then when you think about it even more, look at how many black men and women are actually incarcerated. Like, this is crazy. Like back in 2018, Colorado, Nebraska, and Utah had it removed as well, but it was really still up into 2018. There was almost 10 states out of the 50 that still had slavery as a loophole. It's considered a black code with the United States, man. I was just doing some research just to kind of see, like I always tell you, when there's a lot of shit going on and they're throwing a lot of different distractions, what's going on behind the scenes that should be catching your attention. This is definitely one. So for the people that get out and vote in the following states, Alabama, Louisiana, Oregon, Tennessee, and Vermont, be very mindful of getting that 13th Amendment looked at and getting that taken off, so that there isn't any more involuntary solitude for the people that are actually incarcerated. How this would impact them: they could actually get higher wages instead of getting paid 5, 10, 15, 20% an hour for their work, or by the day, just depends on what it is. So I think this is huge. I think this will push back on the symbolic oppression of slavery and could really help with the mass incarceration of black people, especially for petty crimes. Let me know what your thoughts. Drop them within the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. As always, long live CC. I'm out.